Curry.
She got to stop talking.
Yes, that's fine. We'll just wait a second for her then, ladies. Thank you, Coach. All right, now we are now joined by the University of Alabama, and we're going to turn to head coach Christy Curry for an opening statement, and then we'll take questions for the student athletes. Coach?
Well, I just want to say congratulations to Texas, to Vic and his staff and his kids. I just have a lot of respect for the program, and I just wanted to congratulate them. I don't want to get up here and talk about all the things that we didn't do today, but I do want to mention that we've had 101 practices as of yesterday, and we've been on a 10-month journey with an incredible group of young women. In our program, we have 3 core values: grit, love, and gratitude. And the grittiness of this group, the love that they have for the front of their chest in a day and time where that's unique, and the love that they have for each other in the game, and just the gratitude every day to go about their business on and off the floor. I'm just incredibly proud to be their coach. I'm incredibly proud of the 24 wins. We had 2 returning starters from a year ago and 5 people in that locker room. And so the leadership that these 2 up here with me, it's just been really amazing. So I told them how incredibly proud I was of them. We're not going to talk about what we didn't do well enough today. We're going to talk about all the things that we did well on a 10-month journey with as special of a group as I've ever had a season with. So I'm incredibly proud of them.
Thank you, Coach Curry. Now we're going to turn it questions for the players, please. All right, just announce your name and your affiliation, please.
Hi, I'm Terry Middleton with Horns Illustrated. It's for both the players. So while the outcome didn't go in your favor, can you talk about the impact that you've had as a team, as an individual on women's sports? It's Women's History Month. So I'm just curious if that ever resonates. You ever talk about it as a team, just the impact that you've had on that?
Yeah, I feel like we've been asked this question a lot. I think that to every young girl that is watching us on this big stage, I think that we just want to be able to show them that you can be who you want to be, you can be who you are, you can achieve the things that you want to achieve, and always dream big. Because I was a little girl one day when I was younger, and I had dreams to go play in college. I had dreams to play on the big stage, and we got to play here at Texas in a great atmosphere. It's a game that you have always dreamed of playing. And so I think to every young girl, you're trying to inspire them to show that they can be on this stage too. As long as they work hard, as long as they continue to be who they are as a person, you can always do the things that you dream to do and dream to be. And I think that's what women's sports all across the country is doing with players like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and Juju Watkins from USC, and even Madison Booker here. Madison Booker is an amazing player. Just showing that they can hoop, showing that they can play. They've got skill, and they're just doing what they're doing. And so I think that just showing young girls that you can go and do big things just like other people are.
Next question, please.
Matt Armidas for the Daily Texan. Parker, I want to ask you, what is it like to play in the Moody Center, with a crowd like that? I think nearly hit 10,000 fans in here tonight. Just what is it like in that atmosphere?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think, like I said, you want to play in atmospheres that are, packed and rowdy and they're cheering. And I like to play against crowds that are cheering against me sometimes. And so it was a lot of fun. You have a lot of respect for the game of women's basketball, how much they, supported Texas this year, how much they supported this team in this game. It just shows you that people love women's basketball. And so it was a lot of fun. I'm very grateful that we were here and got to play at Texas. I think that you always learn from your outcomes, and that's what we're going to do. And, it was a lot of fun. I think that as a young girl, this is kind of the stage that I always wanted to play on.
Cedric Golden, Austin American Statesman. Aaliyah, you guys have played LSU, you guys have played South Carolina, teams that have a lot of beef inside. How did the Texas Bigs compare to that, and how tough is it when they're able to send in 3 or 4 fresh bodies? and not lose much in size?
Obviously, you saw that we struggle with that. And they're similar to the LSU and the South Carolinas that we have in the SEC. I think we just have to be tougher. Obviously, with their size, we struggled. I think they out-rebounded us. I think we just have to find a presence, and we just have to be tougher when we do play those bigger players because we are smaller than them, and I think we just have to find a way to work around that and just box out and try to grab that rebound. But I'd say they are similar to LSU and South Carolina that we have played, and they're very similar to them.
Danielle Lerner, Houston Chronicle. For either of you, how did you feel about the quality and volume of the three-point looks that y'all got tonight?
Well, I'm the three-point shooter here, I guess, but I'd say I haven't shot the ball well these past couple of games, and I've noticed that, and I try not to think about that. I wish I would have hit the shots that I feel like I did get good quality shots. I just didn't knock them down with a couple other shots that I took as well. I think it just happens sometimes. I feel like I did get good looks at the three.
But you've made a lot more this year,
She has.
and I'm just really proud of you. So we're going to focus on all the good, okay?
Chip Brown with Horns, 247.com. Did you all notice that Kevin Durant was in the crowd, and what was that like?
I didn't know Kevin Durant was in the crowd, but that's awesome. I mean, he went to Texas. He's an amazing player. I grew up watching him. I think just him supporting women's basketball means a lot, even though he was supporting Texas. Just him being here, that just means a lot to us, just knowing that one of the best players ever was watching us play against Texas tonight. And so I think you need to be grateful for that and grateful for that opportunity that he was in the building tonight.
Do we have any other questions for our student athletes? If not, Aaliyah and Sarah Ashley, we really so enjoyed watching you play this weekend. The best to both of you and your teammates moving forward. Thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Roll Tide.
Congratulations again.
Roll Tide. Thanks.
All right, now we'll open this up for questions for head coach Curry. Questions?
Mandy Armidas from the Daily Texan. Coach, in your opinion, what does Texas do that puts them amongst that elite class of teams in the country?
Well, I just think they're so big and physical, and when you can't get to the free throw line, you've got to play north-south. You can't play east-west, and you just have to credit. I mean, they're just big. I feel like that's really hard when, again, they just run waves at you at the 4 and the 5 spot. But I think you have to understand, Madison at the point guard spot with her size, her ability to see over, her ability to make decisions. I mean, they're just big at every spot. And, I think it's Shaylee and Shay do such a great job of playing their roles. And then you've got the great size around them. And they're a lot of fun to watch. They're not a lot of fun to play against. So credit those kids today. I told our team they were in this same position a year ago and didn't like the feeling and did something about it. And so that's what we have to learn and grow. And I look forward to getting Naomi Jones back and our recruiting class getting to campus and staying healthy. We'll be a little bigger. Hopefully we can counter some of that size in the future.
Danielle Lerner, Houston Chronicle. You guys started off picking Booker up pretty much full court and really harassing her there early in the first half and seemed to let up later on. Just what went into that decision?
Yeah, we were in foul trouble, right? So we didn't want to put ourselves in a position, to be in foul trouble. I did think later in the third and the fourth we did a really good job of improving from the first and second quarter on handling her ball screen action. I thought we got the ball out of her hands more there in the third and the fourth. But again, when you're in foul trouble and you have the limited depth we have with what's going on with Jess lately, we're just trying to protect ourselves and go a little bit more zone to try to get to the half.
Danny Davis, Austin American Statesman. Christy, what made Aaliyah more tough matchup tonight?
Yeah, my goodness, she threw that 3 in at the end of the shot clock, and she hadn't made many all year. She played so well, and she's such a great player. And, you know, she does such a great job of making the decision at the high post. She'll take you off the bounce. She can, you know, post you up, and really credit her. I mean, she had a big day for them today, and that was the difference, a lot of the difference. When you hold Booker to 21, one under average, you think you give yourself a chance, and she really stepped up today, so credit her.
Hi, Terry Middleton from Horns Illustrated. Coach, can you talk about, you know, obviously you guys got close in the game. You had a run with it. But how fun was it to play against Coach Schaefer and to both teams battle back and forth? How much fun was that for you to go head-to-head with them?
Well, I just have such great respect, for how he coaches and his style of play and how hard his kids play. And, we feel like we play really hard, too. I mean, that was a heck of a gritty effort by Alabama today. Again, it's really special to me. I look down at the other end, and I've got Lindsay Wisdom Hilton that took me to 4 NCAA tournaments at Purdue. And you've got Blair that we played against a lot, and you've got Sydney Carter that we played against a lot, and that whole staff just means a lot to me. Coming to Texas and having spent 7 years in the Big 12, I always enjoy the challenge of coming in here. As a competitor, you embrace this. As a competitor, you want this. I just had a chance to see Coach Conrad in the hallway, who, as a young coach, and what she meant to me and the class and the grace and the example she was for me, and then Vic to be here and do what he's doing. I'm really cheering for him when I'm not playing him, and I know we're excited to add this kind of quality team to the SEC in all sports. It'll be a lot of fun to battle against them in the future.
Do we have any other questions for Coach Curry?
I want to end by saying how much I appreciate the city of Austin, everyone around the University of Texas, for hosting us this weekend. It's been an incredible, classy, wonderful student, athlete, and coach experience. And thank you for your love and coverage of women's basketball. My 25th year, to see this room packed the way it is and to see where our game's going, I just appreciate everyone for loving our sport, and we appreciate you so much. Roll Tide. Was
Coach,
that the last question? Or did
that
I just
was
take
the last
over?
question,
Okay,
Coach.
thank you.
Coach, thank you so much, and we will see you and your team back in the Moody Center soon. Thank you, Coach. Congratulations on the great season. All right, that's going to conclude our post-game press conferences from Austin, Texas today.